A competitive salary is definitely something that you want to consider when applying for different positions. But if the company has horrible culture and doesn't invest in your personal growth, then it can be really hard to stick around. Hi, I'm Renee, the career coach, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 10 different ways that you can tell if a company is a good employer and basically if they're a good place to work. At the end of the day, we spend more than half of our time at work, and if it's not a good work environment, it can really affect all parts of your life and give you added stress that you don't need. And so it's really important to find a good employer. If you're new here, I'm Renee. I'm a former recruiter and a career coach, helping job seekers like you really navigate the job search process with confidence, because I give proven strategies that really help you conquer the interview process, your resume writing, LinkedIn optimization, and you can put all those together and land the ideal opportunity for you. If you like content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I'm posting new videos every week. And make sure to stick around to the end, because for every sign that I give you that, hey, this might be a good company, I'm also going to give you 2 questions that you could ask in the interview process to help determine if this company actually has this quality. I will preface this by saying that these are not 100% all of the time. So there may be a few companies that hit on some of these, but maybe they're still not a great company to work for. Or maybe there's a company that doesn't have all of these or just a few of them, but they still may be an excellent company to work for. So at the end of the day, you have to really go with your gut. Use websites like Glassdoor and see what the employee reviews are of a specific company, and that can help you as well. The first one is obviously positive company culture. If employees feel valued, respected, like their insights really matter, yeah, employees are gonna really feel like there's this sense of community and there's this respect among people. And the opposite end, you may have experienced where it just feels like there's this toxic work environment where you're not really respected and it can just not be good altogether. Employees feel valued, respected. There's a kind of a sense of inclusion, right, within the company. And this overall really helps there become this community of mutual respect amongst the employees. Number 2, opportunities for growth and development. If the company has opportunities for you to grow, develop, if they're really invested in your learning and provide those opportunities, then that's a great sign of a good employer. Number 3, transparency and open communication. With this, the company really relays to their employees good things that are happening within the company and maybe challenges that they're trying to overcome as well. Employees will really feel comfortable sharing their specific ideas and feel heard. Number 4, there's a work-life balance. Employers respect their employees and their boundaries for when they go home, they're at work. You're not getting emails at 10 o'clock, this is urgent, you need to work on this right away. And you can go home and really relax and you don't feel pressure. Now, there are going to be some times where maybe there are some deadlines you have to hit, or there are some big projects coming up and you will have to put in some extra work. But if this is a constant, like every day, and that's not a great sign of a good employer. You need to take time to be able to recharge and really refocus so that you can give your best the next day, and good employers will understand that. Number 5, strong benefits package. There's competitive salary, health benefits, bonus packages. You really feel like they see your value and they're putting it together in a whole package and paying you fairly. Number 6, recognition and appreciation. So again, employees are recognized for their achievements, their accomplishments, and they're awarded whether through bonuses or through maybe special incentives. But there's this sense of appreciation for the work that you do, and they see it and they express that. But I also love it when companies will express this verbally. And there's managers who can express verbally their appreciation and how much they do value their employees. I think that goes a long way. Number 7 is diversity and inclusion. And this is basically where employers open up their doors and they want diverse backgrounds. They want people with different perspectives and understanding. And they really value everybody's opinion. And there's a variety of different perspectives that are represented within the company. And everybody feels welcome. And that's a huge thing to have within a company. At number 8, supportive leadership. This This is where managers are really invested in their employees and not only their business growth and their career development, but also their personal development. They really take time to provide feedback and help them become better. And I think good managers can really set the trajectory and help people become what they want to become. Number 9 is a focus on employee well-being. And this is initiatives to help with their mental well-being, their physical wellness. There's different programs involved. Maybe the health benefits. They also have a stipend for your gym membership or things like that, where they go above and beyond to show that they do want to help you, not only physically, but also mentally. They want to provide a supportive work environment in all areas of your life. Because again, you're spending so much time at work that it's great when a company realizes that and gives you benefits based off that. Number 10, low turnover and high employee satisfaction. Basically, people like to stick around. Okay, let's go through some questions that you could ask in the job interview that could help you kind of navigate these and see if the company does have these elements. For positive company culture, there's 2 different questions you could ask. The first one being, how would you describe the company culture here? Can you share an example of a time when it was especially evident? Or you could ask, how does the company promote collaboration and a sense of community among employees? This will really give you a sense on if the company has these elements. And pay attention to their answers and what they're talking about. And does it feel like these are genuine answers, or are they kind of bluffing this a little bit? Number 2, opportunities for growth and development. Some questions you could ask around this. What kind of professional development opportunities do you offer, and how do you support employees in pursuing them? And can you provide an example of an employee who advanced from an entry-level position into a leadership role? I love this because in this question, some companies may say, yeah, we have tons of opportunities for professional growth and development, but then they're not really pushing the employees to pursue them, or they're not really talking about them to their employees, so they don't really remember that they have them or can take advantage of them. So asking for specifics about how you support employees in pursuing these opportunities will really give you insight. And then for the second question, they may not have a direct example of entry level to a leadership role, but they might, and that is really good. And if they don't have to a leadership role, then they may give you the step down. But asking directly for that will really help you understand how this company grows, how they promote from within, and give you that sense. Number 3 is transparency and open communication. So some questions you could ask. How does leadership communicate important company updates and changes to employees? And are there regular opportunities for employees to provide feedback or suggestions? How is this feedback acted upon? Again, in this question, you're able to take it a little bit further. Instead of, hey, do you provide us an opportunity to give feedback? They're like, yes, we have a suggestion box, but they never really read that suggestion box. Or maybe communication for employees is only through email, and they don't ever have like a monthly, everybody gets on a call and they go through things all together, or however you would prefer that communication. You can see if that aligns in how this company does it. Number 4, work-life balance. Some different questions you could ask here. How does the company support employees in maintaining a healthy work-life balance? And can you share examples of how the company has accommodated employees with unique scheduling needs or family commitments? Now with this question, they may open up a little bit and say, oh yeah, we have several employees where they have to take off to go to their son's baseball game, or maybe they want to go have lunch with their kid at school, and so we provide, and that you don't have to take that off as PTO. Or maybe they are a little bit more strict and they're like, yes, if you do take any time off, it is PTO and you'll have to use those hours. And this will kind of give you in a sense if they really do focus on a work-life balance like they say they do, and pull back those layers a little bit. A strong benefits package. Some questions that you can ask around this one. Can you tell me more about the benefits package offered, particularly regarding health coverages and retirement plans? And are there any unique perks or benefits that the company offers to support employee well-being? Now, these are great because you're not directly asking about, okay, well, how does your pay compare to the competitive salary market out there? But you're asking more about, okay, what other benefits do you offer and what unique perks do you have? And if they don't really have any, then, again, this isn't a telltale sign that they're going to be a horrible company to work for, but it is kind of fun to have some additional benefits when working for a specific company. Number 6, recognition and appreciation. So questions you could ask to hone in on this one. How does the company recognize and reward employees for their contributions and achievements? And can you give an example of how an employee's exceptional work was recognized recently? This is a really good one because it'll show if they do actually acknowledge different employees and how they're represented or how they're acknowledged. At one of the companies that I worked for, they had a monthly town hall meeting where we'd all get together and they would share recognition of different employees or promotions or bonuses. And it really brought this camaraderie around the company culture as well. Number 7, diversity and inclusion. So here are some questions about this one. How does the company foster diversity and inclusion within the team and across the organization? And can you share some initiatives or programs that the company has implemented to support diversity and inclusion? So this will give you some insight if they really take this seriously and if they have programs or if they do foster this within not only your team, but throughout the whole entire organization. And asking these questions can give you more clarity about that. Number 8, supportive leadership. And some questions about this one. How do managers support their teams in achieving both personal and professional goals? And can you describe the management style here and how managers provide feedback to their teams? You could also ask directly, how does my manager usually approach this? Or if you're talking to your direct manager, what is your management style? How do you usually handle different situations? Maybe give them a specific situation and see, how would you handle this? Flip the script on them and ask them a behavioral interview question about their management style. Number 9, focus on employee well-being. And 2 questions you can ask about this. What resources or programs does the company offer to support employees' mental and physical well-being? And how does the company handle situations where an employee is experiencing a high workload that's causing them a lot of stress or potential burnout? These are great ones to understand if they do have things in place or how the manager would handle this. I feel like this is a very fair question to ask, especially if you're coming from a place that did burn you out and did cause a lot of stress for you. However, I would not go any further into your personal experience or, oh yeah, I worked for this last company and their management style was horrible, and don't go on a rant down that path. Just strictly, you can ask your question about this and get the answer and then, okay, great, move on. And number 10, low turnover and high employee satisfaction. And here are questions to gather more information about this. How long do employees typically stay with the company? And what do you think contributes to that? And 2, can you share any recent employee satisfaction survey results or employee feedback trends? Ooh, that's so good. That is really going to give you some insight into how employees really think about this place, as well as how long do employees typically stay and what is a contributing factor to that. That'll give you a lot of great insight. So all of these questions can be really helpful to hone in on these 10 areas to help you feel more confident in knowing that, yes, I'm interviewing with a company that aligns with my values and would be a great place to work. Now, if you want even more questions that you could ask in a next interview, I have a full free download. It's called Flipping the Interview Script. And there are tons of questions that you can ask. And it's for every phase of the interview process and addresses who you would be speaking to, why you should ask this question, and what you should look for in each question. So if you want that free download, you can get it in the description below. and it's called Flipping the Interview Script. Hey, what are some things that you would add to the list here about what makes a great employee? I'm curious. Put it in the comments down below if I missed anything. I hope this video was super helpful for you as you are going through the interview process and landing interviews with different companies. And if you are not quite at the point where you are getting interviews and you know, okay, it probably has something to do with my resume, I have my resume course, and it really breaks down every element of your resume so that you can be confident in knowing that you're applying to companies with your best resume yet. And it will really help you land more interviews because there are secrets in there that I share on how to stand out above just hitting the apply button, but take it a step further and really set yourself apart from the other candidates. So if you're interested in that, I have my course linked down below and you can check that out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you. Go ahead and subscribe if you like content like this that helps you in your job search, and I will see you in the next video.